Hi, welcome to my Yoga Stretch Fusion class. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Today's class is a fusion of yoga, ballet, Pilates, dynamic stretching, all fused into one little class. Please make sure you exercise within your ability, and if you experience any difficulties, stop and seek a physician right away. So today's class is floor only. We get on the floor, we stay on the floor. But you're welcome to do this in a bed or if you need a chair also. All right, let's get started. Find a space, get that chair if you need one, and then meet me back here. And welcome back to my Yoga Stretch Fusion floor only class. We're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. Legs are crossed however is comfortable for you. Find your center from your tailbone through your spine, chest is lifted, shoulders relaxed, hands resting in your lap, eyes gently closed. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale. Just let everything go. Leave all your stress and all your worries at the door. Inhale and exhale. Have your ears lined up with your shoulders lined up with your hips. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands together, center with your chest into Namaste, gently pressing your hands together, bringing your focus to your body. Inhale, exhale. Slowly open your eyes. You're going to bring your hands down. You're going to sweep your arms around as you tuck your tailbone so you're sinking through your tailbone like somebody's trying to touch your stomach and you're sinking away from that. Sweep those arms up and around, shin is tucked, and then you're going to lift those arms up and out and then open the chest up. Again, sweeping around, tuck your tummy, and then up and out with the arms, open the chest. Again, move through the spine and the shoulders. Again. Good. One more time. Reaching up nice and tall, palms together or close together. You're going to sweep up and over to the side. So we're laterally moving the spine now. Good. Inhale and exhale. So move the spine, stretch, lift the rib cage up and over. One more time each. Center, hands to Namaste, and then twisting side to side. Keeping your hands center with your chest, ears stay lined up with your shoulders, so we're not turning anything further than the other parts of the body. Everything stays lined up with this. There you go. One more time each. So we went from the forward, back, to the lateral, now twist and release. Go ahead and go onto all fours. We're going to continue through the spine. Hands below the shoulders, elbows tucked under, and then press the elbows or inside the elbows forward. And the knees under the hips. Start with the cat-cow. Deep breath in. And exhale. Tailbone under, chin is under. Arch the spine to the sky. And then inhale into a cow stretch. Tailbone out, chin is out. Again. Cat and cow. One fluid movement. Back and forth. From the top of your head to your tailbone as we move the spine. One more time each. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg, extending out. From here, you're going to tuck in, so you're going to pull your elbow and your knee in, and then you're going to extend straight back out. Again, your bottom hand, you can make a fist if you need to protect your wrists. Pulling in, crunch, whoop, and out. Again. And extending straight out. Good, one more time. And out. Make sure this hand and shoulder are lined up. Okay, you're going to hold the opposite arm, opposite leg out. Again, you can make a fist if you need to. Pull your abdominals in, stay centered. Okay, now with both your arm and your leg, you're going to pulse up. Lifting up. Your thumb is towards the sky, so you're going to feel it through the shoulder. And you're going to feel that through the hips and thighs and tush. Toes and fingers pointed. Keep going. 3, 2, and release. Sitting back in extended child's pose, fingers spread, extending your chest as you press, or pressing your hips back as you press your chest down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Coming up, we're going to switch sides. So opposite arm, opposite leg, and you might find one side's a little stronger than the other. Extending out parallel with the floor, and then pull your elbow and knee in, and then extend. Good. Keep those hips centered as much as you can. Pull the core in. You can make a fist with this hand if you need to. Protect your wrist. Keep your breathing going. Exhale as you close. Inhale as you open. Exhale, close, pulling in, crunch, and extend. Let's do a couple more times. If you notice, I don't count. Get somewhat close, but I don't usually count how many we're doing. Let's out here and hold. Thumb is up, toes are pointed, and pulse up. Little movement, nice and controlled still. Pull your abdominals in, back is straight. You got this. Keep it up. Little movements, lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, and release. Extended child's pose, sitting back. This time, open the knees up just a little bit. Fingers spread, reaching those fingers out, and then shift the hips back as you press your chest down. Arms staying off the mat. Feel that through the shoulders, through the back, into the hips. Good. Coming back up again, hands below the shoulders. You could also do a fist if you need to. We're going to start with the leg that you started with earlier. So whichever one that is. So for me, it's my right. I'm going to extend the leg straight out. So give your other leg a little rest. You're going to pulse up again. Toes are pointed. What I want you to do is you're going to pulse with the toes pointed and then a few flexed. Pointed and flex. Pull your abdominals in. Good. Keep those hips centered as much as you can. Keep your foot flexed, lift that leg up, and then you're going to curl. Feel it through the hamstrings. Keep the leg lifted. If that thigh is too low, you're not going to feel that back through the hamstrings. Keep it up. Foot is flexed. Have that thigh at least parallel with the floor if you can. Extend, point the toes, lift leg a little higher, hold. Good, now flex the foot and bend, and then point. Take your opposite hand, grab a hold of the outside of your foot, and then center yourself, pushing your foot into your hand, As you push your hip out, feel that through the front of the thigh. Inhale, exhale. Release your foot, sit back in extended child's pose, but this time I want you to shift your hips to the side. So if you were working your right hip, and I want you to shift to the right, and then walk your hands to your left. Inhale, feel that down the right side, exhale. Walk your hands back to center, and then we're going to switch sides. So extending your other leg out, for me it's my left, and usually I'm near you, and then you're going to pulse up a little bit with a few points, and then a few flex. There you go. Hands below the shoulders, pull your abdominals in, make a fist if you need to. Make sure your shoulders are away from your neck. Few each. Now flex and pulse, and lift that thigh up and curl. Keep your thigh at least parallel with the floor. If it drops too far down, you're not going to feel that hamstring work. Good, center yourself. Whoop. Start to shift. One side's going to be a little stronger than the other when it comes to that center too. Don't let that thigh drop. There you go. Couple more. Foot is flexed. Pull the heel in. One more. Extend. Toes are pointed. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Bend the knee. Thighs lifted. Take your opposite hand around. Grab a hold of the outside of your foot. If you can get there, at least wave at it if you need to. And then you're going to push your foot into your hand as you open up that hip. And again, you can just wave with the hand. You don't necessarily have to grab a hold of it if you can't. Stay with it. Whoop. This does require a little more balance. Pull those abdominals in. Lifting the knee up. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Extended child's pose. Shifting back, but I want you to shift to that hip. And then walk your hands to the opposite side. So for me, I'm shifting to my left, mirroring you, and then walking to the right. Pressing your chest down. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and walk center. Curl yourself up vertebra by vertebra. And then go ahead and sit down. Good. Legs out in front. We're going to start with a point and flex. Nice and tall, chest is lifted. You can always take your hands behind and help with your posture that way. Go ahead and point. You're going to rotate out. Round out the feet, come back to flex. Point, round out, oops, round out, flex, back to start. Again. Switch directions, out, round it out, point, flex. Really move through the ankles and the feet. Last time. Feet are flexed. Start by chest lifted, sliding down. But keep your knees down, toes coming towards you, reaching as far as you can. Inhale and exhale. Sliding back, toes are pressed down, chin is tucked, reaching as far as you can. Knees stay down, toes down, chin is tucked. Feel that through your spine and your shins. Sliding back, Feet are flexed again, this time lifting the chest up to the sky. Inhale, keeping your chest lifted, hinging forward. Feel it to the back of the legs. Good, reaching. Like you're trying to reach to the corner of the room, top of the wall, and towards the ceiling. Coming up, release. Toes are pressed down and slide down. Chin is tucked. Feel it through the spine, through the shins. Inhale. Exhale. Sliding back. Feet are flexed. Inhale up, lift the chest up, and then hinging forward. Again, you're reaching for that corner where the wall and the ceiling meet. Inhale. This time exhale, toes are pointed and collapsed, chin is tucked. And release. Good. Feet out wide. Pushing your heels away from you. Go ahead and wiggle it out if you need to. Sometimes we don't realize how tight we are through here, so just kind of work it out a little bit. And then take your hands behind your hips and then just gently press yourself a little further if you can. And still kind of work it out, bend and drop the knees. And then when you're ready, hands in front and walk your hands out as you keep your heels pushed away from you. And just walk out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walking yourself out with each breath. Release through the hips and the groin. Good. Walking yourself back. Bring your legs back out in front. You're going to take your right leg, cross it over, hook your left arm around, bringing your knee up towards your chest. Nice and tall, and then twist side to side. So this is phase one. You can stay here if you'd like. You can feel that massage through the hip there, kind of like a foam roller without the foam roller. So this is phase one. Second phase, if you're ready, is you cradle your legs. So your elbow is inside, foot is inside your one elbow, knees inside your other, chest is lifted, and then rock it out. Make sure you can maintain your posture in this position. I would prefer you to stay in the position that works best for you and then just work on it from there. You should be able to maintain your form and your breathing. And cradle if you're holding your leg. Good. And rocking if you're holding your leg. If you still have a hold of your elbow or your knee around your elbow, the first position, you can still be rocking side to side. Release your leg, switch sides. Left leg crosses over, right arm hooks around, bringing the knee up, lift the leg up, and then turn to the side. Chest is lifted, and then rock side to side. Inhale, exhale. Stay in this position if it works for you. If you want to go further, hook your elbows around your foot and your knee, chest is lifted, and then rock back. Inhale, exhale. Feel that through the hip. This is a different way of doing the pigeon pose. If you're used to the pigeon pose or struggle with the pigeon pose, this is another option to really get into those hip rotators and help release the hips and pinch nerves like sciatic nerve. And cradle, keep the chest lifted. sitting cross-legged, however's comfortable for you. You could even have your feet out in front, but sitting comfortably, we're going to work through our fingers. Chest is lifted, center through the spine, shoulders relaxed. Move the fingers as quickly as you can. Think about like a little warm-up for the fingers. These are muscles that we forget about until we have problems with them. Carpal tunnel, arthritis. Now make a fist, tight fist, and then open. Tight, open. So we're going back and forth between strength and stretch. Here you go. Wide as you can go, stretch, tight, stretch. Make a loose fist, rotate your wrist one way. So we're getting into the wrist. Maintaining that range of motion. Now if you already have issues with your hands or your wrists, this can be painful, but just do as much as you comfortably can or what your body lets you. But the more and more you do it, the more your wrists and your hands will become stronger, more flexible, and less pain. Go ahead and switch directions. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and open your fingers out one at a time, and then close one at a time, nice and quick. One more time each. Okay, palms flat, fingers out wide together. Fingers straight, palms flat. This one's difficult for me with my arthritis, but here I'm gonna put my hands on the floor and separate this way. This is an option for you. Okay, now curl your fingertips like a cat and then open the fingers back out. Just your fingertips like you're scratching. Good. Couple more. All right, palms together, fingers together. Keeping the heel of your hand together, you're going to press down, shoulders stay down, elbows come out. And then stretch the fingers out wide together. Keeping your palms down. So you're feeling that through the wrists and through the fingers. Shoulders in check, away from your ears. Fingers together, now rotate away and back. But you're still staying towards the body. It's just you're rotating away with the hand. The wrists stay close. One more. Cross your fingers and then rock side to side. You can feel that both sides of your wrist. As you push this way, the top of the wrist here and the back. And then switch. Flick water off your fingers and then shake it up. All right, let's go ahead and lay down. Elbows down and then lower yourself all the way to the floor. You're going to bring your knees in towards your chest to start with and then hands underneath to take pressure off the knees. Shoulders and your head relaxed. Go ahead and rotate your ankles. You are going to feel this through your lower back as you have your knees in towards your chest, but then we're going to go into the ankles for rotation. Switch directions. Same thing goes for the ankles and the feet. When it comes, just like your hands and feet, the more you do, the more flexible, the stronger they are, the less pain you should have. Go ahead and point and flex. Now you're going to bring your legs straight up to the sky, and then you're going to rotate again. Keep your legs as straight as you possibly can, holding on to your legs, rotating, emphasizing that movement all the way around. Switch directions. And then point and flex. Push the toes up, pull the toes down. And the feel is through the feet, through the legs. Now spread those toes out. Wiggle those toes. Some are better than others. And release. Go ahead into a full or actually start with a butterfly, bottoms of your feet together. Keeping your back towards the mat as much as you can. You don't have to keep it flat. And then just let those hips open up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Just relax through these last stretches. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees back together. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your left thigh in so your right hand goes in between the legs and then wraps around. And then you're going to rock side to side. Feel that stretch through the right hip. Take it slow, small movements. If you find a spot that's kind of intense, kind of stay there for a little bit and breathe it out. Let each breath release a little bit more through that hip. See if it will relax and let you go further. Release the leg and switch. Cross your ankle over to your knee. Hands go in between. Grab a hold of your right thigh. And then rock side to side. Find a spot. Hang out there. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. There you go. And release. Bring both knees back into your chest. Pull in as far as you can and then rock side to side. Feel that through your spine. Release your legs, rock side to side. Feel that into the hips now. And then feet on the floor, rock side to side. Feel it in the tailbone and the hips. And then full body stretch, reaching as far as you can. Arms over your head, palms facing up. Extending through your toes and your fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. Arms come back down by your side as we go into relaxation pose. So just kind of wiggle yourself out. Let those hips, shoulders go. And then eyes gently close. Inhale. And exhale. Just let everything go. Let your body melt into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. arms extended back into that full body stretch. Turn towards me, and then push yourself up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. And deep breath in. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining my class. I hope you liked it. If you'd like notifications for other classes, just click on that little picture of me and you'll get all the classes for free. Again, I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Come back again. Bye.